So our presentation relies mainly on Knapp's theory, which is a staircasing design about relationships and how it builds.
Is it not the sovereignty of a nation that allows them to act on their own and make their own decisions? Don't you think it's less sovereign of a nation to bend to the wills of other nations than step out of line and do something for yourself? very recurring narrative in media, in religion, and it's propagated. This belief is propagated through shame and expectation that if, for example, you're a parent and like you don't show unconditional love or what people see as unconditional love to your child, you'll be judged. And as someone entering a romantic relationship, there's an expectation that there is unconditional love within that relationship, or at least something that seems like unconditional love. You can't be ready with your TV with you or automatically updating newspaper everywhere you go. But that's what social media allows you to do. You can have live updates. You can push one button and go live from wherever you are, reporting the news as it happens, where it happens. The news that would just draw more people's attention, which isn't just localized on social media, by the way. Newspapers were the first to be clickbaiters because they need to get people to buy the newspaper. So it's not just exclusive on social media or offsite. You shift the blame or discourse on women who take high positions. So cancellation leads to a rhetoric where you demonize women who take on high positions. You send the message that women have to be always soft on their people because that's what's expected. You can't be strict with your deadline because women are supposed to be emotional, and like if a guy does something underhanded, it's like strategic. If a woman does something underhanded, then that's calculated and malicious of her. You disregard the capacity of other male-dominated corporations to be toxic as well. You're saying that you should cancel girl bosses because they lead toxic companies. What happens to those to the male-dominated toxic companies that aren't even being addressed?
MetzMusic.
especially with how people consume nowadays, is also voyeuristic in nature, which makes people forget that these people are people. If people don't already understand that the other person like behind their screen when they're chatting is already a person, how much more can they understand when it's a video of basically people having sex? So we need to teach it to combat the impression that people are choosing this and only doing it for money, because that is the point of literacy. Understanding the negative connotations that come with not discussing and having people just think whatever they want for themselves without a correction. Balancing family life because society expects women to be the child carers is something that is going to be valued, because that is something that is expected of women and that is what they are handling in their life. We want to highlight the systemic barriers for women, especially for countries with underrepresentation in fields, because because talking about the woman and the things that she has to go through to be able to succeed in her job shows that yes, men are being praised for their research, but this woman can succeed despite society trying to hold her down. As a developing country, you take what you can get and you take all of it. So let me address this with actually or even if arguments. So even if they do trade with China or contentious people, they're not going to get blamed for it. Look at Cambodia and Laos. They're foregoing Japanese partnership, which has a less contentious look in the world, and taking China's offer because China is willing to give them all the resources for infrastructure. That is not even stopping trade. ASEAN nations are not stopping their trade because Laos is foregoing ASEAN for China. Laos has wisely diversified its investors. Its airport was built by Japan. There's conference halls by China and riverbank development by South Korea. They're basically diversifying, and it's not stopping ASEAN trade because they still trade heavily with Thailand and Vietnam. Even if they do move out of the collective good, they're not getting penalized for it. So what is stopping countries from just pursuing their own interests?